Hey everyone, welcome to the day 24 of the Play a Game of Chess Every Day Until I Reach 1600 or Get a Damn Job series. Let me just, on the background I'll be having, oh my god, can't believe this. So I'm having this soccer match in the background and looks like the team that I'm rooting against just scored a goal. Ah, that sucks. Okay. Let's quickly review yesterday's match before we start. I can't believe this. Okay. So I played in English. E3 as my opponent played bishop c5 kinda early. 92, so I can push d4. I played knight c3 first because, you know, this is a move, you know, I just develop a knight, and this actually is some sort of kind of not trap, but some opponents kind of don't know that if they play bishop here, because, you know, sometimes if your opponent's not playing well, they just fall into this theme here, which is d4 takes, and after, you know, the bishop goes back or whatever goes here, you can just push the pawn here, and this is losing because, you know, you just forked two pieces. But anyway, this wasn't what my opponent played. Usually against bishop g4 in the English, you usually play h3. For me, it's a little bit counterintuitive, at least for now, but I'm kind of getting it finally. After missing this move a lot of times, I'm kind of getting it. But let me just check something here. After this, my opponent plays this, I can play g4. Sure. Then bishop to g6, and this is fine. Okay, sure. I felt like this could remove some safety from my king, and after this, my opponent forgot that I could take here, and after takes, I take with jack, and so I'm a pawn up. After takes, my opponent decided to play bishop b4. I pinned a knight, decided to trade, we traded. My opponent also traded the knight and took with the king, castles, rook to e1, and after the check, I decided to play king f3. I took with the bishop, so I solidified everything here with the b3 as my opponent was targeting this pawn here. And after this move, I don't know why he played this, so I just took for free. And after king g2, I allowed my rook to join the game. F3 to, you know, I didn't know what I should play here. I kind of had no moves here. I decided to play f3 to limit my opponent's knight. And after h5, I played rook e1. After g4, bishop c3, kind of wanting to go up here and target this knight. That's what I did. I've opened this scope here, the scope of my bishop. Rook e6. After takes, I decided to go king to f1, and this is the best move. One of the best moves, at least. Because this avoids any checks here, because this is check, and this is also check if you play here. And, you know, king h1 is way too passive, I guess. So yeah, I played c5 to unlock my queen. My queen is kind of stuck here, so after this move here, check, I took with check, and then I checked with the queen. Looks like this was a wrong move, but okay. And after taking here, and after my opponent covered here, I played a queen b4, the only move, because this protects the bishop and it avoids, you know, and gets out of danger as well. After taking here, my opponent just didn't consider that this is basically mate already, and yeah, I checkmated him. Okay, this wasn't a good review, but whatever. Just check something here. 88 minutes. Okay. And so yeah, let's go for today's match. playing black. I'm gonna play e5, knight f3, knight c6, and d4. This is a Scotch game. My opponent took with the knight already. I'm gonna play bishop c5, trade with this knight here. Otherwise, if I trade with this pawn here, I lose castling rights already. So this is bad. Now this move, I'm not sure if this is good, but yeah, I'm not sure if this move is good, but I feel like I'm gonna play queen f6. I'm pretty sure this is the wrong move. But if my opponent decides to trade queens, I'm good, because, you know, I developed a knight, and as you know, I tend to play without the queens on the board. My opponent can't easily develop this bishop, because now this is targeting the b2 pawn. And okay, this now traps the bishop completely. Wow, okay. I'm pretty sure that b6 is a good move here, so I'm gonna play it. h5 is also good to play bishop g4. I do have some good moves in here. Bishop d4. Why can't I? No, I just can't take it, right? So I'm gonna play this, try to play bishop g4. If I'm able to play bishop I could have played bishop g4 right away if I'm not mistaken. Well, actually not, because my opponent now can't play king to d1 after the check here. Okay, I'm gonna play this now, and he will probably trade, as this is becoming way too stressful for everyone here. I can't believe you're losing this. Come on. And now my opponent played h3. Let's see, what should I do here? This is a super even position, so I might just play... Well, I need to retreat. I just need to know if I should retreat to e6 or d7. Well, d7 doesn't really do much, so I'm gonna play... This is not prone to attack, so I'm gonna play this. I kinda like the rook on the h file, so I might just castle queenside. I'm not sure if the game's dangerous enough to castle. I might actually not castle, because if I castle queenside, I step onto the c8 square, which can be targeted by this bishop here. I might just go king d7 actually. And you know, being pinned, this pawn being pinned here, it's not a problem. I don't know for something, but imagine if my opponent's bishop comes here. I'm not sure. I don't think this will ever become a problem, so I might just play king d7. My opponent will probably develop the knight, maybe knight to c4 here. And after, if my opponent plays knight c4, it's actually good. I can just go d5 and take, and this undoubles my pawns. This uncovers my bishop though. My king though, if I play king d7, so I'm not sure. But then I just don't play king d7, right? Just don't need to. Yeah, I might just... I'm just gonna wait for my opponent. I just don't really need to do anything.
São Bernardo, time também de muitos investimentos, subiu para a Série B do Campeonato Brasileiro, vai jogar a Série B do Brasileirão pela primeira vez em sua história.
What?
E a gente está vendo o lance com o Carlos Miguel.
Okay.
Vai caindo uma invencibilidade do Corinthians dentro de casa contra o Palmeiras. O Palmeiras não venceu.
These guys are laughing.
Jogando com 2022.
What is my opponent considering here? I mean, like, he's kinda out of moves, right? I kind of understand. He needs to think a lot here. And yeah, he played this move here, which I knew he would. Actually, I said he would play this, right? But okay, doesn't really matter. Let me just think for a second here. I don't think I should take here because if he takes like this actually helps him. So I'm gonna draw the bishop back. I shouldn't go forward because if I go forward, he plays this, then I'm back here. If I go here, my bishop just gets taken down, so I'm gonna play bishop e6. I think that's the only move. And wow, this move is actually wild for me at least. This is crazy stuff. I might just castle. I don't think actually this. I might just castle. I don't think this does anything. I just play king b1, and you know, if I play king d7, well, if I play king d7, my opponent can, I don't know, in the future maybe check with the knight. So I'm just gonna castle. Bishop to a6 is not really anything, so this is super fine. And my opponent's knight is kind of controlled. The only square this knight can go to is here, or after they develop the bishop, then here, which are really poor squares. And unfortunately they are losing this unless they score a goal in 3 minutes. I don't think so. I don't think they will be able to. Yeah, let me watch this while my opponent doesn't make a move. I do have a lot of time, so I might just don't like use my time to think instead of using his time to think as well. I just don't need to. At least for now, I don't feel like I would need to. Okay, he play. Wow, my opponent played f4. What does f4 do, by the way? Doesn't really do much, does it? I mean, I really wanted to play g5, but I'm not sure. I don't think this allows it. I can also play... No, but this actually... Well, let me just... I don't think I need to think that much. I'm gonna play h4. My goal is to play knight h5 and have this square for the knight here. I think this is way too strong for me to not play this. For him to remove this knight here, first things first, they will allow my pawn to go here. And second, but most importantly, they just need to spend a lot of tempos like this and this to remove the knight. So this is pretty much super strong. Well, they can actually play this now, but yeah, that's actually a clever move. And well, this is actually good. Yeah, it looks like I blundered actually. They actually played it really well. So I kinda need to go back, looks like. Might just go back then. I admit the mistake and well, this might be the last play of the game. Let me just check here what my opponent thinks. Oh my god. I can't believe.
Chegou tocando Gustavo Henrique, o roubo de bola e agora é contra-ataque. Contra-ataque do Palmeiras. Luigi tocou na frente, o Palmeiras tenta chegar por baixo. O corte do Gabriel Paulista. A bola ainda fica viva no ataque do Corinthians. No ataque do Palmeiras, melhor dizendo. A arbitragem vai encerrar o jogo. Aí mais uma vez, ó, o gol do Palmeiras no detalhe dessa imagem. E o Flaco Lopes se
Wow.
vive um momento
Almost didn't do it.
está brigando por vaga entre os jogadores que podem ser convocados para a Copa do Mundo para representar a Argentina.
+1.
Minutinho acrescenta o árbitro.
Can they do it? I don't think so.
Lateral pro Palmeiras.
Super hard.
Pouquinho roda de bobo para você. Kelvin na cobrança.
But it's running out of time, so I might just win this kind of for free. Wow, they actually played this move here. I don't really want to trade the bishops, but at the same time, I don't feel like this bishop has a great future. I'm not sure if this bishop has great future, so I could just trade it, but yeah, I'm gonna trade. I'm gonna trade. This bishop's not leaving this right here that soon, so I can't play. Maybe let's play rook e8 and try to advance this pawn here. Maybe.
Aí, esse é o resultado. Igor Rodrigues, roda de bobo tá chegando, é contigo, muita polêmica, meu garoto. E eu vou assistir de camarote vocês aí.
And this. Wait a second.
Com direito à vitória do Palmeiras, vitória na casa do adversário com o gol do Flaco Lopes. Gol esse que começou uma confusão danada.
Yeah, he actually played kind of well, didn't he?
Já virou costume, e aí foi pega pra lá, pega pra cá, confusão, teve Abel expulso, Rafael Claus na sua arbitragem, vamos falar de tudo isso aqui no
I'm gonna go with this. My opponent takes, I might just take with the knight to maybe create some counterplay, desperate counterplay, right? My opponent takes here, I'll trade and then play this. This kind of creates some messy stuff, I guess. Could maybe help. My opponent didn't do it. Sure. I'm just gonna take this and, well, I'm gonna play king b. No, I'm not gonna play this. Wow, I almost blundered a piece. Well, I'm gonna play king here, maybe. As I said, this bishop's not leaving anytime soon. Doesn't look like it. But this was kind of dangerous to play. Oh my god. Oh my jeez. Okay, let's do this. Thank god he didn't spot this. Wow. Okay. I might just play this. Thank god my opponent didn't spot c4 wins on the spot. I played this pretty poorly. Thank god I have a lot of time and my opponent didn't capitalize on my mistake. Otherwise I would be that lost. 93 is a good move, I guess. Targets this rook at this pawn. I mean, the pawn's protected by the bishop, but there's always some way to. I might protect this pawn here. This pawn is way more important than this one. Or let's go and play this. If they play this, I can just lose the game, I guess. I don't know.
infelizmente a gente teve um pênalti, não concluímos, tivemos chances de fazer e não fizemos. Agora é
Rook
descansar,
here,
pensar no
maybe.
próximo jogo. Ainda falta mais um jogo no campeonato e a gente vai em busca dessa vitória.
Gustavo Henrique, então, Gustavo Henrique tá falando, ele que foi o personagem envolvido no
I don't know why
marcado a favor do Corinthians no primeiro
Okay,
tempo.
makes sense.
Polêmico,
Wow.
inclusive, podemos dizer assim,
Makes
que
a
a
lot of
liberação de sua voz,
sense.
hein?
Já ouviu, né?
Departamento médico liberou. Boa noite pra você. Que jogo, hein?
Cara, um jogo muito intenso, né? Principalmente no primeiro tempo, principalmente
Might just
na metade da
play
primeira metade do primeiro tempo. Depois virou um peladão.
king here.
Por favor, né?
This game's getting out of
No
control.
segundo tempo, impressionante. Vamos ver o Carlos Miguel.
Não vencia um clássico, não vencia o
This-
Corinthians. Você, pela primeira vez como titular, sai como craque do jogo. O peso desse jogo e principalmente da vitória sobre o rival.
Cara, é clássico, todo clássico é como qualquer um outro, é lógico, a gente tem que... Eu agradeço mesmo a nossa equipe, o empenho que a gente se empenhou hoje aqui para sair com a vitória. Soubemos sofrer, jogar, fomos batalhando até
Here.
o fim. Somos grandes
Now-
jogadores, a gente espera grandes coisas pela gente pela frente, tá? Só agradecer.
This is decent. Target this. Okay, but this actually helps me. This move actually helps me a lot. Because now I can take pawns like this. Unless my opponent plays this, but this actually helps him, so I'm not playing this. Definitely not playing this. I just take in here. Then I should go here.
Imparcial para mim não foi pênalti. Eu olhei o vídeo depois ali, a CBF tem que fazer curso, tem que fazer tudo para todo mundo se especializar e conseguir consertar um erro desse, quase que
Here.
com um grande jogo que a gente estava fazendo e graças a Deus, pênalti que não vai entrar, não tem problema. Jesus na frente, a gente tem sempre em frente. Vamos embora, tá? Grande abraço.
This and this. Yeah, I'm winning this even though he doesn't have time. I mean, like, it was because he has no time, right? Otherwise, he wouldn't play it. Or moves like these ones. I might actually lose this. Oh my god, what am I doing?
No futebol que eu acredito, tipo assim, que a gente assiste, que a gente vê por aí, pelas Europas, eu não sei se dariam esse pênalti, entendeu? Agora, o Carlos Miguel deu um soco na cabeça do Gustavo Henrique. Deu também, né? Ele saiu mal, saiu atrasado também. Então eu não acho...
I can't believe I'm losing this. Come on. I'll lose this.
Cara, dá pra dar.
Wow, I'm not losing this. Wow, I can't believe I still made it this, but... God, what the heck was this game, bro?
Ouvindo? É rádio?
Can't believe that I lost this.
Daqui a pouco eu te falar. Se vocês reclamarem do meu vestimento hoje, é brincadeira. É brincadeira.
Não é pra reclamar, mas também não é pra elogiar.
Wait, but I was losing
Isso é inacreditável. Porém, dona,
since...
o falar sério é o seguinte.
Wait, I was actually losing this somehow.
Se fosse pro seu time. Tá vendo o jogo do seu time, sabe isso aí.
Wait, no. I just blundered. That was the big blunder, sure. I just... But before that, yeah, the game was even, right? Okay, sure. I just made a big blunder, and I made a lot of big blunders actually, but opponent didn't capitalize on it. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Come on, this game was so embarrassing. My opponent could have just played this, and this would be made. He decided to take like this, and now this is drawn. Okay. I'm just gonna... I don't know, this was so embarrassing. I'm sorry for the game, by the way. The quality of this match here. Thank you for watching. This won't be reviewed. This match definitely won't be reviewed. On the next video, I mean. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you on the next video. I'll just check a few moves in here. H4 looks like it was a good move, because, you know, this, I should have played this anyways, my opponent should have taken, and I should do this, and this is not bad at all, looks like. Even though my opponent can play this, then what? Okay, I have this move here. Makes a lot of sense, and my opponent should actually take here somehow. Wow. Okay. Oh, okay, because, you know, we can't just take here and then this is just over. Wow, it makes sense. Let's say my opponent plays rook here. Or, I don't know, something like this. This blunders the 10-knight on spot, it doesn't make sense. My opponent plays this, for example. I can't simply take here, can't I? And if they take like this, this is just basically over. This, then check here. Is this winning or what? No, this is not winning. Okay, because I'm just going crazy here. So then he will have to take like this anyway. So it doesn't really matter. He would need to sacrifice his pieces. Wow, isn't this losing on this pot? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, sure. But this looks really bad, doesn't it? Okay, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. I'm relieved and because I drew the game, but at the same time super disappointed. That's it for today. See you in the next video.